Hello, everyone. This is Kay. This morning, I think we have a lot of technology problems in the classroom meeting. Also, some students cannot get on Zoom for the meeting, kind of like crazy. So today, I'm going to make this clip a short one, I hope, to explain your current assignment besides all the exercises that you should do in the classroom. This is the speaking draft about the topic today. So I'm going to share the screen so you can see. Okay, give me a second. All right, so now the question we are working on today is what do you dislike? Let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay, it's like about A. A can be activity, any activity, right? For example, like shopping, maybe, right? Or eating out, maybe, or playing some kind of sport, right? Anything, right? Living in a big city, right? Or you can say online shopping, right, etc. Right? So any question related to things that you don't like, you can answer using this template. The first one, you name just one or two things you dislike about it. Okay, so for example, my target topic on my speaking topic I pick is online shopping. Right, so I'm going to talk about why I dislike online shopping. Okay, so first of all, think of the topic, right? So that's the first thing to do. Okay. All right, number two, use native speaker expressions of the slide. Okay, so for this one, actually, you need to think of two, right, things you don't like about online shopping. Whatever your target topic is, you will think two things you don't like about it. For me, so this is kind of like a template for you, right? So for me, I will pick the first one is what? The image, right? And description are misleading. All right, so before you start your speaking, you just brainstorm the main things, okay? All right, and number two is security risk. Security risk, right? Credit card, right? Fraud. So just two things. All right, so the first thing, pick your topic, what you dislike about, and think two things that you dislike about that, okay? Now, number two, so you use speaker, native speaker expression of dislike. What are they? Native speaker expression of dislike. So there are a lot of way to use, right? Let me go to the classroom and see what do we have, okay? Okay. So I can say I really don't like, right? About online shopping. That is the first way, right? So many ways, right? Or you can say, I'm not keen on online shopping. What else? I'm not interested in online shopping, right? That is some way that native speaker express about dislike. Let me go to the classroom. Give me a second, okay? Want to make sure. So what else? So we say okay. I'm not really a big fan of online shopping, right? Or you can say, I hate online shopping, right? I can't stand online shopping, right? So just practice the expressions, right? What else? I strongly dislike online shopping. Okay. You can use very much, okay? I don't like online shopping very much. Remember, very much, you put the end after the activity, okay? Really, so we have that already. I really don't like about online shopping, okay? So that is the second thing, right? Try to use one of these. Try to use one of these to be not keen on, to be not interested in, to be not really a big fan of, hate doing something, right? Can't stand doing something, strongly dislike whatever the topic you are talking about, right? Don't like and very much at the end. So that's how you prepare for your speaking draft and speaking clip, okay? So what else? Number 3, you will describe the degree of dislike you have for them. So this one, it can be a degree of dislike. I can add some of them. Like, so we can say, I absolutely hate online shopping. Right? I don't really enjoy online shopping. Okay, so that pretty much, right? We include everything here for number 2 and 3. Now you need to give example for number 3 to explain, right? Example, why you dislike, or explain why you dislike, right? Okay. So for me, I will explain why I don't like online shopping, right? So the first one, I want to say that the image and description, sorry for my typing, I'm not match, maybe, or misleading. So you can see it's on the website, they take a picture, they put the descriptions, everything is very attractive. But when you receive the item, it turns out a different things, right? In your mind, okay? And the second one, I'll give example. So I will say, I bought, right? I bought once. Maybe you can say last year. Move this one up. Last year, whatever time, right? 2 months ago. Or recently, you tell by the time, right? I bought an item online from whatever the website name, from the website, for example, Wish. Right? The picture on this, the descriptions explain when I saw the description from the website, very attractive, the image of the item, right? Image and the description of the item were very, because I talk about what happened already. So I use simple past tense, was very attractive. Okay. And what else? That is the reason why I decided, right, I decided to buy it. Of course, that if you buy something online, you have to wait a certain time so they can ship that item to you. You can tell how long you wait for that. And I waited for about 2 weeks, right, to be shipped of the item to be shipped, right? Where was it shipped from? From China. Which is usually they sell things from China, right? Okay. And what else? What happened? Because you explained the situation when I received, I use simple past because that happened already. The item, right? The actual side. I think it's big enough when I wanted to buy it, but when I got it, it's so tiny. Right? It was so tiny. Actually, I bought in, the plant pot of the succulent, but I thought that was nice, but it ended up I couldn't use it, too tiny, that I ended up could not use it, right? Use it. All right. So that I explained the first reason, because I trust them. I believe on the image and the description on the website, but when I got the item, it totally different, right? Okay. All right. Next. Okay. So this is the first reason. The second reason why I dislike online shopping. So I add moreover, right, to connect my ideas, right? Moreover, okay. What else? What happened? Online shopping has security risk. What that means? It means that they can use your credit card. When you put your credit card information, your name, address, the credit card number, people online can take those information and use your credit card. That's called such as credit card fraud. Okay, and then that is why that's why I am not quite into online shopping. So I use this one. As a native speaker way of dislike. Right? And then I will tell what I prefer. I may use some other like adding more information to the partner. I prefer going to the store, right? To the stores and physically see as well as try the products, right? Because it's easier for you to go to the store, especially when you buy shoes or you buy clothes, you can try them on. And if it's well, then you can take them. If not, you don't have to take them, right? Or the other good thing is you can return it. You can bring it to the store and return it if you change your mind. So I explained it. What is that? Seeing. Okay. Okay. Next. Why? Because this experience, which means you go into the store, helps me, right? Help me is what? Make better decisions, right? Okay. In addition, I add more information. If I decide trying the product, if I decide to return the product or the item, right, just in case, right, to the store, right, it's easy, right? It does not take many steps, right, and much time to do so. So for if you buy something online, you decide to return, you have to go to the website, you have to fill in the form, and you have to get the address. You have to go to the post office or the postal service to send it back to, for example, Amazon, right? You have to have those kind of steps to be done. So for going to the store, you just go straight there. Simply, you just I just drive to the store and return it with a return receipt. Now, why I need the return receipt? Because I will double check if the money that I paid them go back to my bank account. Right? So I keep track of that. All right. So that pretty much about this question, why you dislike about online shopping. So anything, again, you just go over with this procedure, right? So you go ahead and write down your topic that you're talking, which one you dislike, right? Then think of two things. Think of two things that you don't like about it, right? Now, when you have two things that you don't like, pretty much you answer the question, but in order to make your answer more interesting, you need to use these like expressions from native speakers, right? And then you can add, you know, okay, so you will explain why you don't like it and give example, right? Give example, okay? So this one, where am I? Okay. So you can say in general, right? And you can say in general, well, start with your answer, well, or to be honest, or I generally, right, enjoy online shopping sometimes, right? Some of the item is inconvenient. For example, if I want to buy it's not necessary, not rush. So if I want to buy something like a box of pencil or something like that, I can just order online, right? Especially things that it need to be faked, look good, then I usually don't like it online, right? Right, online. But there are a few things, right? I don't, you can use that. I don't really, I really don't, right? Really don't like about it, right? Because here you talk about shopping online or online shopping already. Okay, so you explain the reason. One of the reason is the image and description are not matched or misleading, right? So then you explain, you give example, right? Once last year or 2 months ago or recently I bought an item online from Wish website. The image and the description of that item was very attractive at the first time when I saw it. And that's why I decided to buy it, and I waited for 2 weeks to be shipped from China. When I received the item, the actual size of the actual size was so tiny that I ended up not using it. Moreover, or in addition, or also online shopping, I name another things that I don't like about online shopping. I security research and the credit card fraud. That's why I'm not quite into online shopping. I prefer going to the store and physically seeing as well as trying the products. This experience helps me make better decisions. Whatever you name, whatever you say, just explain a little bit more, right? You prefer going to store. Why? Because going to the store helps you what? Make a better decision, better decisions, right? You can see the item, you can try the item, you can try the clothes or whatever, shoes, whatever, right? And if you decide to return it, it's easier for you rather than, buy items online. It takes a lot of time with the return receipt. Okay, so I hope you understand this. All right, let me see. In order to do this before you do the final one, you can just go to the classroom, okay, and see all the exercise name lesson 4 point whatever. That is the structure for you to practice, okay. And when you are done, you just type your speaking draft and post up here, right? So I can correct it. And after I correct your writing, you can record a clip and send it back to me. Pretty much that is what my lesson template. So the first one, right? First one, you will practice some sentence structure. In the classroom, right? Number 2, you will what? Writing a speaking draft. right? And send it to me for reviewing, right? And next, after I check everything, it looks great. I send it back to you. I will send it back to you. Then, okay. Then I will send it back to you. Then you will what? You will report a clip. It can be audio clip, right? Or video clip. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. And that's it. That is all about a topic we go over. But after you done it, write down on your notebook. Someone asked me what is the speaking notebook. Speaking notebook is, let me see if I can put it for you to show you. Speaking topic notebook. So you can write it in the notebook like this. But this one I shared it so you don't see it. So let me stop sharing. So you can write, you cannot see, right? Notebook like this. Or you can create it on the Google Drive or document. So this is what I do. The topic number one, introduction, right? So what do I need to include in my speaking? This, right? Reading and place of residence, qualification, experience, hobbies, at least I list 6 of them in my speaking. And then I make sure that I include them in my speaking. Right? So you see I write the number 1 all the way to 6. And topic number 2 is a prefer activity A to activity B. These things that I need to include in my, what is this, use. I need to include in my speaking. And then the same thing, when I write, I will number this and make sure that I have it, okay? Topic number 3 is about daily routine. List at least 10 activity, use adverb frequency, use sequence markers, use correct times of day. And of course, I do that. My speaking draft right here. Right? And number 4 will be free time. Topic number 4, free time. What should I include in my speaking or answering that question? Identify a couple of things you like to do. 1, to native speaker ways of I like. We just talk about dislike. Now it's about I like. Describe why you like them. Of course, everything that you want to address, you explain why. Use adjectives of positive feeling, like exciting, right? Something like that. And of course, my speaking or writing trap or speaking trap here. So I make sure I include all of these. And I didn't add the new lesson yet. So the new lesson is dislike. So name 2 things you dislike about specific thing or activity. You need to speak a ways of dislike, describe the decrease of dislike you have for them, give example why you dislike, right? So I'm going to make a writing here already, I think, yeah. So that's something I keep it as a journal or something like that. So I practice and practice. If I were you, I practice and practice and practice. You will not memorize everything, but you understand these things is a must, right? You understand how to include these in your speaking. Then pretty much you speak at length and confidence, and your information is clear, is good enough for the partner who asks you this question to understand you, okay? All right, so I'm going to pause this one for you So hopefully that verify a little bit more clearly than in the morning that we kind of rush in the meeting. Okay, so hopefully you like this better. Thank you. Bye bye. And Teacher K. See you.